So let's begin easing down into the bolster, making sure the buttocks are on the yoga mat, and then we ease the back down. The arms come out comfortably wide. Extra prop under the head if you need to help tuck the chin down, elongate the back of the neck. Arms out comfortably wide, palms turn up, gesture of openness and receiving. The bolstering behind the back body, encouraging the front body to lift and open. From the hips, come down through the legs and into the feet. Backs of heels in line with the front of those hips so they're in one alignment, or a little bit wider if you prefer, and notice how that feels. Then when you're ready, feeling the feet dropping away. Do they drop in or out? What's your tendency? Balanced or different? And then feel the feet are heavy. Feel them dropping into the backs of the heels. And then from the feet, let's work all the way back up again. Feet are heavy, dropping into backs of heels. Come up through the backs of the legs, feel your connection down. Balanced or different, what do we notice? And then from the buttocks across the back of hips and pelvis, balanced or different. And bolstering behind the back, propping the front body open. Feel the front shoulders drop around the side of the bolster, great anti-aging posture. Especially if we slump during our days, our front body starts to compress, our shoulders start to roll forward. It's a great posture here to open us up. Palms turn up, arms comfortably wide, opening up the underarm knee area, keeping us cool. Palms turn up, fingers curl in and up to wherever that is. A gesture of openness and receiving. Head centered, back of neck low. And we slow the breaths. Start to feel where the breath moves through the body, and gradually start to elongate those breaths. Try not to let the mind wander, keep bringing it into breath. Feelings of the breath as it moves through the body. Start to point the toes with the inhaling breaths and flex the feet with the exhaling breaths. Inhale, pointing of the toes. Exhales, flexion of the feet, moving in time with your breaths. Next time you breathe in, point the toes, drop the big toes into touch, and then breathe out, feet roll out. Breathe in, toes roll in, touch together. Breathe out, feet roll out. Full circles in time with the breaths. Next time the toes meet together, pause. Hold the breath in and then keep sipping the breath in. Bring the breath right up into the chest. Hold it in for as long as you can. And sigh the breath out, feet drop out, surrender and soften. And then the toes roll in the opposite direction. Breathe out, feet roll out. Twice more around. Last rotation for you, bring the toes all the way back into reconnect. Touch them together, deeper breath up through the body. Keep sipping the breath in. Hold in for as long as you can. And then sigh the breath out, feet drop out and soften completely. We bend the legs up, Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of feet together, knees drop away. Sweep the arms back and reach for the elbows. And then deep breath in, we stretch, pull the elbows long, feet press together, push down, push long, and then exhale, we soften. Inhale, we stretch, and then exhale, we soften. Continue in this way. Last exhale for you, firm the lower belly, hold the breath out. Change the grip on the elbows to the unnatural side. We change the grip and then we change the focus. Slow, steady breath all the way up through the body. Pause at the end of the breath, rest into gap. And then a slow, steady breath out. Pause at the end of that breath, rest into a gap. So the idea here is we keep the body open, hips open, front body open as we slow the breaths. Subtle gaps at the end of each breath. So each time we breathe in, is there more breath? Is there any more space to breathe into? We pause at the end of the breath, rest into the stillness. Slow breath out. Engage pelvic floor, abdominal wall if you wish to as the breath releases out. And then pause at the end of the breath, rest into gap, holding the breath out, suspending it out. Slowing and deepening to where we can. One more round of breath work in your time. Last exhale, make it slower, deeper, longer. Try and get all the stale breath, stale energy out of the body. Hold out if there's anything left. Keep breathing out, feel how the energy releases. And eventually when you're ready to breathe in again, let the arms stretch out long behind you. And then sweep them down around beside you. Give yourself a moment to surrender and soften. When you're ready to come up off the bolster, either turn the palms down, slide the arms back and just sitting up. Any back issues, roll to your right side. Coming up to sit and slide the legs out into a long diamond shape. Roll the crown of the head towards the heels, tuck the chin in and up, and slow the breath. Shoulders broadening across the upper back, chin in and up, back of neck long. Again, can we slow the breaths? If we've come forward and there's just neck aggravation, tuck the chin more, properly rest the forehead on the hands, whatever you need to do. If it's the lower back, out to the sacroiliac joints, don't go and come so far forward. Ease back so there's not that pulling there. Lift the back out behind you more, middle back broadening, opening. Breathing into the stretch, feel where it is for you. Counter pose being over the bolster. We're in extension over the bolster, we roll into flexion, compensating or counter posing. Exhale fully, roll up on the inhale. As you start to roll up, hold around the knees or shins, pull against the arms, giving us some resistance. Taking a few moments to sit tall and then tilt the right ear down, left ear up. Pull against the arms, creating the resistance for the stretch. Inhale, the head centers, second side. Left ear down, right ear up. And then inhale, the head centers. Bring the chin around to the right shoulder. Tuck down and in. Again, pulling against the arms, resistance for the stretch. And slowly roll the chin down to center chest. Chin in and up to notch your throat. Inhale, the head lifts to neutral. Second side, chin around to the left. Tuck down and in. And slowly the chin to center chest. And chin in and up to notch your throat. Keeps pressing it back, stretching but elongating. And inhale, the head comes up to neutral. Slowly the face to the right. Arms, chest, body all the way around. Easy twist, looking around behind that right side body. And then exhale, squeeze the breath out. Face forward, inhale, body follows all the way to the left. Shoulders and chest coming around. And then face forward, body follows all the way around to the right again. Twist around, stretch around. And then face forward, body follows all the way around to the left. Again, once you're there, full exhalation, face forward, body follows all the way to the right. Stay for 3 breaths. Third exhale for you, firm the lower belly, squeeze the breath out. Face forward, inhale, body follows, and then sweep all the way around to the left. And then exhale, 3 breaths, you finish your 3rd breath. And after that last exhale, then face forward, surrender. Bring the legs up, slide them long in your time, give them a shake out, give them a rub down, massage them, roll shoulders, mobilize the neck, wrist, shoulders, elbows, the back, legs, hips, whatever it is. And then when you're ready, we're propping the buttocks up on the edge of the bolster. We're bringing the soles of the feet together, we're letting the knees drop away. Once we're here, right hand off to the side, left arm up and over, and stretch. Push away from the right hand, keep that left side hip and buttock down. The ribs opening, stretch and breathe into that left side of your body. Top arm sweeps down and then second side, left hand wide, right arm up and over. And then stretch. Push the ribs out to the right by pushing away from the left hand, but lean to the left as you do. Top arm lengthening. Keep that right hip and buttock low. Full length on that right side body. And exhale, the top arm sweeps down. Twist around to your right again. Shoulders and chest coming around. Exhale, squeeze the last breath out. Face forward, inhale, body follows. Around to the left, shoulders and chest around. Exhale, fully. Face forward, body follows. Assist the legs to come up. Once you're there, then left leg long. Keep the right leg bent in and up. Right hand behind you. Left arm up, stretch, lean. Lean the body to the right. Bring the arm outside edge of leg. Arm and leg press against each other. So then feeling it, if the shoulder's just jamming up, wrap around the leg instead. But press the arm and leg actively against each other. Try and get in closer to that leg. Try and get the belly squeezed in. And then rotating. Noticing where the twist is it mobilizing more of that rib cage area for you? More around the shoulders and upper body. And then exhale, squeeze the last breath out. Face forward, inhale, unwind, exhale. Left leg comes in, right leg long. Left hand behind you. Right arm up, breathe in, stretch. Lean to the left, create length on the body. Bring the arm outside edge of the leg. Arm and leg press against each other. Twist and rotate. Wrap the arm around the leg if the shoulder's jamming up. Then try getting close to this left leg. So we're getting the abdominal wall squeezed in, the ribs, the chest. And again, feel the stretch. Is it through the upper back, middle back? Where do we notice the the rotation? Exhale fully. Squeeze the last breath out. Face forward, inhale, unwind. Bring the legs out, give them a rub down again, give them a shake out. Roll shoulders, mobilize the neck, wherever that is for you. And we're bending those legs up, we're flipping the right foot back so the toes point back behind us, lift up off the bolster. Now if that's not easy for you, just windscreen wiper the legs across to your left and push that right hip flexor and quad forward, opening it up. So wherever those joints will allow you to be this morning, open into your stretch, holding into it, and keep breathing into this feeling. Change the angle slightly. Does it open up the leg for you more? The hip flexor, where is it for you? Coming back to center, whether you flip the foot out or bring the knees back up to center, lift up into tabletop. Lift the pelvis up, front body in a straight line. How high can you lift? And we lower the buttocks down, second side, either windscreen wiper the legs to your right or flip the left foot back, tuck the tailbone and lift off the bolster. Second side, is it completely different to the previous side? What do you feel? Where do you breathe into? What do we notice? Bring it back to tabletop again from wherever you've got to, coming back, lift up. Keep breathing, opening it up. And exhale the buttocks down. Long legs, give the front of those thighs a good massage, a good rub into. Where is it for you? When you're ready, bend those legs up, slide the hands down for the feet, lifting the spine long here so we're not just slumping the body, Keep bending the legs as much as you need to. Ribs on thighs, as close as we can get. Keep lengthening the front body towards the front legs, surrendering inward. Creating the length, giving yourself time to let the body surrender into this forward fold. Shoulders sealed back. Center chest, sternum lifting. Chin in and up, back of neck lengthening. Entire back body, back of legs, all the way down the back. Where do you feel the stretch? Where do you notice? And then let the body slump. Feel the difference when you surrender. Does the stretch change? Does it become more neural when we slump? Protect those areas you need to, the neck, the lower back, whatever you need to do. Tuck the chin, not so deep if it's pulling. Downsidic nerve line, is there any tightness? Neural tension, neck and shoulders, or is it all the way down the spine? Start to press the heels down through the yoga mat. Firm the lower belly, giving you some support through the spine to roll it up. Hands assist if you need, or just gently start the roll up. Vertebra by vertebra, rounding the back up. Once you're all the way up, can you give yourself a moment just to sit completely still? Spine lifted, shoulders relaxing down into the body. Head centered. And then some full shoulder rotations. Inhale, upward motion. Exhale, downward motion. Full circles. Move the body and mobilize the body as well, or just the shoulders, your choice. And then opposite direction. Last rotation, simply let the shoulders drop and then shrug them up and drop. Inhale, shrug them up. You can sigh the breath as they drop. Couple more. One more. Once the shoulders drop, bend your legs up. Lift the buttocks off the bolster. Pull the bolster up through the legs. And then press into the bolster. Inner ankles, inner legs, inner thighs. And then lean forward. Hands out in front of you, long body. So we're not rounding and slumping the body, we're pulling it long. Pressing inner ankles, inner knees, inner thighs onto the bolster. If you notice inside edge of legs are active, rub a hand up along the outer edge of the buttocks leg and feel how the outer edges relax when the inner leg's activated. Breathe into the feeling, witness it. Make sure the feet are balanced, not falling to the outer edge of the feet because you've got the bolster between them. Notice that we're stable, notice that we're balanced. Keep breathing into this feeling, lengthening. And then exhale fully. Pull the bolster forward, put it onto the yoga mat, hands each side of it, step the feet back and come down onto your knees for cat and cow. Squeeze your inner knees on the back end of the bolster so inner thighs stay activated. Inhale, dip your spine, looking up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, roll your spine, looking in. Mobilize through cat and cow. We inhale, we dip. If you're frowning, look down tip of nose rather than up. And exhale, roll the spine, looking in. Nice and slow, nice and gentle. When you're looking at the belly next, stay here. Push the hands down, broaden across the upper back. Breathe into the space, open it up. Next exhale for you, navel to spine. Big toes touch, take the knees out wide. Pull the bolster in underneath you more and rest your front body on it. Stack the hands, forehead resting. Neck centered, or if you prefer, turn the face to one side, your choice. But let your front body feel the connection onto the bolster and let yourself surrender into this feeling. It's nurturing, it's nourishing. If you don't like your hands on top and forehead resting, you can take the arms in underneath the bolster as if you're hugging something and turn your head to the side. However it works for you, whatever feels best. Give yourself a moment, surrender. If you've got your head turned to one side, just turn it to the unnatural side, balance the neck. Use this time just to nurture us. Nurtures the nervous system. The sense of letting the front body rest onto something that's soft. Knees are wide, the hips are opening. Feeling softening occurring through your body. Mindfully letting go, emotionally surrendering. Physically resting. Head comes back to center if it's turned to the side. When you're ready, simply just roll the body up, coming off the bolster. Once you do, simply just push it out in front of you a little bit further. Bring the knees a little bit closer, and then sweep the arms up, lift up, stretch up. Clasp the hands, turn the palms up, arch up, and then just let the arms float wide and down. Again, inhale, wide arms and up. Reach up, stretch up. Unnatural clasp, meaning the other little finger outer edge. Turn the palms up, arch up, stretch up, wide and down. Again, inhale, wide arms and up. Clasp the hands, turn up, stretch up, arch up, and wide and down. This one, wide arms and up. Keep the arms long. Bring them each side of the bolster and just slide long. Bring the chest forward as if you're coming through to cobra. Pelvis will hit the bolster. Tuck the toes, feel the chest pull forward as if you're cobering or up dogging. Keep the shoulders sealed back. Turn the chin to the right shoulder. Keep the left shoulder back. Can you see your left foot? Keep the shoulders balanced back. Notice where the turn is, the rotation of the neck. Head comes back to center. Turn the chin to the left. Can you see your right foot? Try not to turn the shoulders. Turn the neck. Notice the rotation. Are you able to see your right foot? So does one side turn more easily for you than the other? Back to center. Again, chin to the right shoulder. Can you see your left foot? Inhale, head centers. Turn the chin to the left shoulder. Can you see your right foot? Come back to center. Lower the chest down onto the bolster. Position the hands back further where you need. Can you push up to a plank so we're higher off the floor? Can you, without waving or dropping in the back, simply lift up to a plank position? Hold it, strengthening through the back body, through the core body. As you hold up to plank, then an easy push back to your down dog. It's not easy, work from the knees. Can the crown of head or forehead rest into your bolster? Downward facing dog, can you get the crown of head, forehead region pressing down and into the bolster? Make sure the back of the neck's not jamming. Keep your chin tucked in and up. Continue pressing away from the hands, pressing the buttocks out behind you. Stretch the back of the legs, press the heels into the yoga mat. Some slow, steady breaths in and out. Try to get crown of head, forehead region into the bolster. Next inhale, we're going to take the right leg up to the ceiling. Roll the hip up, ribs up, twist up and look up under that right underarm. Stretch the leg high. Step it wide of your right hand. Bring it down. Step it wide and then ease the left knee down. Right toes turn out, knee out. Bring the forearms up onto the bolster and sink through. Easing through, keep shuffling it forward. Maybe the front body can come deeper onto the bolster, easing in. As deep as you're comfortable to do. Try and lift the chest forward, shoulders seal back. Opening through the legs, hips, pelvis. Lengthening, any surrendering or softening occurring for you. And exhale fully. Walk the hands up. Keep the foot off at the angle, pull the toes back like you're doing that Ardha Hanumanasana. The foot off at the angle, drop the little toe side of the foot out longer and wider or deeper. So you get the pulling up the sciatic nerve line. Where's the feeling for you? Toes turned out, buttock, extend it back as much as you can. Keep lifting the chest, tucking the chin, feeling the stretch, breathing into it. Then could you walk your hands off to the left corner diagonal and tilt the buttock out to that right corner behind you, finding this different angle of the stretch up the outer edge of this right leg. Where is it? And then start to come up higher. Bring the left hand off to the left side. Bring the right leg all the way up to your right side for Parigasana. So left hand wide, right foot wide. Right arm up and over and stretch the side body. Lengthening, so left hand off beside the left knee, off to the side. Right leg out to the side. Top side body, stretch and lengthen. Open into it. And then exhale, top arm sweeps down. Bring the hands up onto the hips and balance off. Once you're there, left arm up to the ceiling, reach tall and lean to your straight leg. Push away from that right foot as you lean to it. Try and keep this right hip squared down. Roll your thigh internally. So right hand on the top of the thigh, up near the hip, press down and in. Do you get any stretch on the underside of your leg? What's here for you? Front ribs in, so we're not leaning back. And then exhale, top arm sweeps down. Come back in onto that right knee. Place the hands down each side of the bolster. Dip the spine. Downward facing dog. Take the buttocks up. Stretch back. Can we get crown of head, forehead again to rest into the bolster? Press away from the hands. Roll your shoulders broad. Chin in and up. Back of neck long. Any connection with the head into the bolster. Push away from the hands all the way up to the buttocks. Push them out long. Then slide your awareness from the buttocks down the back of the legs and into the heels. Stretching and lengthening. Next, inhale, left leg going up. Roll that left hip up, ribs up, twist up, look up under that left underarm, stretch. Lift the leg that little bit higher, lengthen. Can we step the left foot forward and wide that left hand? Come down onto your right knee. Shuffle the left foot forward. Reposition the bolster where you need to with forearms or hands on the bolster. And keep sinking forward into your stretch. Coming as deep as you can onto it. Keep walking this left foot forward, toes out, knee out. Sinking the body deep onto the bolster where you can. Could you rest your forearms onto it? Can you get into the stretch, lengthening, opening? So forearms up on the bolster, you want to be that bit higher. So we've got the foot forward, not right off to the side. Letting yourself come through to the hips and legs. That's it, easing through to where you can. Is there any softening, any releasing? Exhale fully. Walk the hands in. So we pull back as if we're doing our half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Keep the toes dropping away at the angle. So little toe side of the foot tilted down. As you tilt it down, tilt the sit bone, the buttock out behind you. Keep the chest lifting, chin in. So hitting up the outer edge of this left leg. Is it tight? Is there a sense of that sciatic nerve lengthening? What does it feel like? So little toe side of the foot dropping away. Slow the breaths into the feelings where we can. And then walking the hands off to this right corner diagonal in front of you. Keep pushing the hips and buttock back to that left corner diagonally away. Feel where the stretch is, keep lengthening. Exhale fully as we start to come back in. Right hand out wide from the right knee. Swing that left foot out wide to the side, Parigasana. Left arm comes up and over and stretch along. Top side body, left side body lengthening. Parigasana, find your stretch, elongate. Then top arm, sweep it down. Push away, bring the hands up onto the hips. Bring that left hip down. Make sure the pelvis is as balanced as best you can. Then the right arm comes up. Inhale. Lean to your left leg. Press away from that left foot as you lean to it. Keep pressing the hip down, the thigh. Roll it internally. So press it down and forward, rolling in. Ribs in so you're not leaning back. Make sure you're holding the body. Stretching and lengthening. And then exhale, top arm sweeps down. Just bringing that left foot around in front. Hands on the bolster, lift off the right foot or onto the right foot. Hold onto the elbows and surrender into your forward fold. Turn the toes out slightly. Let your body hang forward into your forward fold. If the elbows and head start to really get deep into the bolster, let them go each side of the bolster. If the bolster's in the way, just push it longer. Whatever works for you for a few moments. Surrendering in. Release the arms, lift the head and chest. Pull the bolster along the mat so you can step along it. Feet becoming out along the short end of the bolster. So you start to press in, wide legs, Padottasana. Once you've got your inner ankles pressing onto that short end of the bolster, pressing in, do you feel the inner legs activating? And again, if you felt the outer edge of the legs, the buttocks, they should be relaxed. It's the inside edge of legs activating. Hands wherever you can, in front, closer to the bolster, on top of the bolster or other side of bolster. Surrender into Padottasana, wide leg forward fold. Feel the body folding in. Breathing into these feelings. So wide legs, where's the stretch? Where do you feel? Again, with the bolster between the inner ankles, make sure you're not pushing out to the outer edge of your feet. Keep the weight distribution even as we surrender into our forward fold. And then inhale, lift the head and chest forward, extend the spine. Walk the hands out in front of you, body length in front. Left hand under the face, then center it, right arm up, twist. Try not to twist the pelvis, keep the pelvis and ankles, feet balanced. Try and rotate the upper body. Notice where the rotation occurs for you. Second side, right hand down, under the face, left arm wide and up. Twist up, look up. Again, try not to shift the weight through the hips and pelvis, down through legs and feet. Keep that stable and notice rotation through the upper body. Again, left hand down, right arm up. Twist up, keep the pelvis balanced. Can we rotate the body? Where do you feel it? You're starting to get a little more opening. Right hand down, left arm up. Twist up. Keep the body long, keep the pelvis balanced. Legs balanced, rotate the upper body. And then exhale, the hand releases. Fold down through the forward fold again, coming through those legs as deep as you're comfortable to do. Keeping inner ankles pressed against the bed bolster. And then lift the head and chest. As you do, just grab your bolster, bring it across your yoga mat. And once you do swivel, step the one foot over so you can sit your buttocks onto the bolster as if you're just going to sit down in a chair. Once you're there, long legs, hands behind you on the other side of the bolster, and ease the back over the bolster. Best way you can, ease it down gently. And then feeling the hips are lifted, front hip flexors open. Can we let our body surrender each side of the equipment? So the front body, the hip flexors, the abdominal wall gently being lengthened and open. Close the eyes, give yourself a moment here to rest. If it's not comfortable for you, bend your legs up, tuck your tailbone and just keep the legs bent. Legs out long if it's easier for you. Can we let our body surrender here? Can we let ourselves soften? And when you are ready, bend your legs up. Could we take a happy baby? So bring the knees towards the chest, bring the arms up, and can we reach for the inside edge of the feet? If that's difficult, grab your ankles or wrap the arms around the backs of the thighs. Try to bring the knees down wide beside you, feet flexing to the ceiling. With the buttocks propped up on the bolster, you get a nice rounded stretch through the back. You can keep the legs bent in happy baby, you can straighten them out, you can mobilize it between both or holding static, whatever works for you. Is there lengthening? Is there stretching? Where is it? You can rock the body a little if you wish to. And then simply when you're ready to release, hug the knees into the chest for a moment, squeeze them down and in. You can either stay resting with the legs over the bolster and the buttocks elevated, or simply just push the bolster further away from you longer. Press it away with the legs when you're ready and just let the knees, backs of knees drape over the bolster. So more of your back is just on the yoga mat and we surrender, whether you want to put the hips on the bolster or the backs of the knees, and let yourself rest. Palms turn up, feet drop. Close the eyes. Wherever you've decided to finish, be still. Surrendering and softening. And then noticing feelings of balance or difference. Adjust if you feel you need to. And recenter, surrender. Tuning in. Tuning into who we are in this moment. Breathing in, aware that I am breathing in. Breathing out, aware that I am breathing out. Breathing in with awareness. Breathing out with awareness. Breathing in, aware that my whole body is breathing in. Breathing out, aware that my whole body is breathing out. In, whole body. Out, whole body. Breathing in peace, breathing out quiet. In peace, out quiet. Breathing in presence, and breathing out love. And breathing in presence, breathing out love. Each time you breathe in, say silently to yourself, presence. Each time you breathe out, silently to yourself, love. If the mind has wandered, can we bring it back to breath? Can we start to lengthen and deepen? As those breaths start to deepen, rub thumbs and fingers, wriggle toes, opening, closing hands and flexing feet back and forth. Circle the joints, ankles and wrists, full rotations. And then opposite direction in your time. And then stretch the arms up and over, reach out behind you. And sigh and soften, twice more. stretch for you. Bend the legs up, roll to your right. Come up to sit when you're ready. Prop the hips up on your bolster if you're falling away. Let the knees drop, spine lifts. Shoulders balanced above hips. Chin tucks back of neck long. Bring the hands together in prayer position. Keep little fingers and thumbs and base of hands connected. Open the other fingers up and out like a big lotus flower, flowering open. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, close the fingertips in together. The drishti, the focus point, stays into the hands. Inhale, we open up. Exhale, we close them in. Keep the focus of the eyes. Keep the breath slow and deep. Next time the hands close together, keep them closed. Close the eyes. Can we drop our focus into the middle of the chest, Anahata Chakra, the center for compassion, for love, for kindness. And feel the self-love for yourself. That inner light shining. Our inner love glowing. Our kindness emanating. And then wide arms sweep up. Connect the hands together. Bring them to the forehead. As we move through life with thoughtfulness. Touch the hands to the lips as we move through life. We have kind words. And bring the hands to the heart. As we move through life, we have compassion. And we have kindness. Namaste. Fold the body, stretch forward. Be still or rock it out, your choice. When you're ready, rolling up and finishing in your time.